Hey guys, welcome back to my channel MiTutorials. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you about a dedicated measures table. I'm going to teach you how to create a dedicated measures table and why do you need a dedicated measures table. So let's get started with this tutorial. So I have one table imported into my dataset, which is a sample dataset. And you can see that I have a lot of measures that I have created over here, and with the columns also that I have in my dataset, it looks quite messy and it becomes very difficult to identify the measures, right? So what if we had a dedicated table which only contains measures and which also is in the top of the list in the tables that we see over here? So let's create a measure table. So on the home tab, click on enter data, and then I'm going to leave this blank and give a name to my measures table. I'm going to call this as measures underscore, and then I'm going to click on load. You will see a blank table being loaded over here with this one column. So we leave it as it is as of now, and then let's head to our model and come over here to the table where we have all the measures. If you have multiple tables which has many measures in it, you can repeat the same process in all the tables, and then I'm going to click on these ellipses over here and select measures. So when I do this, all of my measures will get selected. And now on the properties tab under the home table, I can simply click on this drop down and select the measures table that we just created. So what this will do is basically it will move all of my measures into a dedicated table which is called as measures. However, this is not appearing on the top of the list, so because we have the column over here. So what we will do is we will delete this particular column which we created. We'll just delete from model, click on yes, and you will see that automatically our measures column or our measures table have now moved to the top. It is the first table now in our list, and also you will see that the icon has changed. It now has a calculator icon which makes it, or which creates a difference between the regular table and the measures table, and you will see all of the measures now aligned into this particular order over here, and they are also sorted by the alphabet in the ascending order, and it's easier for you to find them. And let's say that you have multiple tables across. Let's say you have sales table, you have returns table, and then you have a lot of measures under them. You can basically move all of your measures into this particular measure table, and then under model you can also create folders and subfolders. So over here, let's say for example in my measures table, I want the first 4 here to appear under a certain group of a folder, right? I'm going to call this, let's say, as sales. Okay, so this is my sales. So all of these 4 measures that I created are now under a folder called as sales. Let's say I want the other ones over here to go into a different folder and call this as maybe customer. Okay, and then I'm going to press enter, and you will see that we've now created 2 groups under the measure table. One is called as customer and the other is sales. Now let's say you want to create a subfolder within customer. So what you can simply do is, let us say that you want these three measures to go under a subfolder within customer. So I'm going to say customer slash and then I'm gonna say returns maybe, right? And then I'm gonna press enter, and now you will see under customer we've created a subfolder called as returns, and all of those measures are under that particular subfolder. So you will see that we've now created a measures table which has 2 different folders, which is very neatly assigned, and then we have subfolders as well within that, and becomes very easier for us to know which measure is in which folder, and it's also sorted by the alphabet, so it makes it more easier instead of having all of your measures over here and making the table very messy and not easy for people to find. So that's it guys in this particular tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. You've learned something new today. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more such tutorials.